Hey, this is Marilyn Gigliotti.
Hey, this is Brian O'Halloran.
Hey, everybody. My name is Scott Schiaffo, actor best known as the Chulies Gum Guy from the film Clerks.
And welcome to Clerks Minute.
You're listening to Clerks Minute.
And I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Hi, this is Mike Zapsik from AMC's Comic Book Man, the podcast I Sell Comics, and the Ming and Mike Show. And you're listening to Clerks Minute. What's up, everybody? This is Ming Chen from AMC's Comic Book Man. You got a minute? Good, because you're listening to Clerks Minute.
Hey, this is Walt Flanagan, the Lon Chaney of the 90s, and you are listening to Clerks Minute.
Welcome back to Clerks Minute, the show where we look back at the 2006 Kevin Nick sequel, Clerks 2, all the levels of love, minute at a time. I'm Blake.
I'm Kyle.
And I am Ming Chen.
Ming, welcome to the show.
Thank you for the warm welcome. I tried to get Kevin, Jay, Jason Lee, Brian. I don't know if you got Brian O'Halloran or Jeff Anderson, probably unreachable. But so you got like the 14th best guy to talk about this movie.
Well, I know Brian came on for an interview last season, so that's fun. So that's cool. And Kevin is just, he's so busy because of all those projects and all the weight loss. I can't get in touch with him right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was around back in 2006 when this movie came out. Didn't get to spend any time on the LA set, the movie set, but when they came back to Jersey, got to hang on for a little bit. So that was pretty fun.
Well, before we get into the movie, why don't you tell us about that? How was everything on the Jersey set? Because you're the first person on our show this season with those kind of stories.
It was cool. I believe the first thing they shot here in Jersey, or the first thing I saw, was actually it was very late at night. It was very cold, and they shot the scene where Dante drives past a diner, and he looks out the window and he sees a little girl waving back at him, eating a French fry in a diner window, and the little girl happens to be Harley Quinn Smith, Kevin Smith's daughter. And took about 2 or 3 hours to shoot. Pretty cool scene though. And when I saw it finally cut together with the Smashing Pumpkins 1979 soundtrack, pretty cool. And a scene that kind of turns the tide of the movie. So a very short but important scene. Yes. And then after that, it was all at the quick stop. So fire trucks, fires, and a shuttered quick stop. If you look, I think in the beginning when Dante drives past a quick stop and it's all boarded up, they let everybody go and put their own graffiti on there. So if you look really close, you might see a Chinese symbol on there, which stands for the Chen, my last name. Oh. And I got to tag the front of the quick stop for a little bit.
We were trying to figure out what all that stuff was too at the beginning of the movie. So there you go. I did not know that.
Yeah, a little insider information there, but very, very fun. I believe they shot here for it's only about 3 days. They only took about 3 days to shoot all the quick stop Jersey stuff, I believe.
That's actually pretty cool though. I visited the quick stop just to take the pictures outside it when I was in town back in August. So that was just pretty surreal. And I love the person who was like, "Wow, I know why you're here."
I think but the business definitely picked up after the movie Clerks came out. So, and if you've been to Jane Silent Bob's Secret Stash, if you go inside, look to the right and look up, you'll see the actual quick stop sign up there, which Kevin ended up buying. Since they had to kind of fake set the original one on fire, Kevin offered the owner a brand new sign if he would give him the old one. And who better to get the original quick stop sign than Kevin?
That's very, very true. And I did actually visit the stash when I was out there this summer, and I took a whole ton of pictures. So if you go to the Clerksman Instagram page, there's like 3 or 4 posts just the pictures of me walking around the stash, just kind of taking pictures of everything. I know that picture's in there somewhere.
Yeah, good stuff. And then they did build a new quick stop sign, and then they melted it as if it was on fire. Those pieces got auctioned off. So somewhere out there, I think 4 people own pieces of the burned up quick stop sign. So
wow. That's pretty cool. I did not know that. That's really, really cool.
Yeah.
So let's get into our minutes here. We are approaching the end of the movie, and I will say right now, unless something changes, Ming Chen is our final guest of the season. So very cool.
Wow. Amazing.
So that's pretty damn cool. All right, we get back into this. We're finishing up our jail scene. It feels like we've been here for 2 weeks, but finishing up the jail scene, and pretty much we're at the point where Randal pretty much says it could be really fucking sweet, as in obviously we're talking about them running the quick stop at being their own bosses, and this is where Dante just won't let it go. He won't let his shit go. I don't know, man. I was this close to starting a new life. And Randal,
Dude, come on.
What new life? It is over. It is completely over.
Come on, that ship sailed around the time she got you sticking your tongue down Rosario Dawson's throat.
True. Not that that's really a bad thing, but still. It's over. I don't get it. But anyway, so
it was over when he banged Becky on the prep table. So I mean, I don't know what he's hanging on to. But yes, good point, John.
That wasn't mayonnaise.
Wow.
I mean, there's only one way to be sure. So
well, she did get pregnant. So there you go.
Right. Okay. Point taken.
Okay. It's either mayonnaise or there are some really, really horrific pranks going on at the movies.
You know what? It's movies. You never know what Randal has up his sleeves. So Randal, this is the first time I think really because this has been a very serious couple of minutes. Yeah. It's been a very serious, except for Jay just throwing some random shit out. It's been a very serious couple of minutes. And Randal just says, "You're really actually going to make me do this, aren't you?" And he literally looks at Jay and Bob and says, "Cover their ears," which is a very funny moment.
Yeah.
Because looking at Jay Muse and Kevin Smith saying their ears covered is actually hysterical to me. And he goes and says, "You're my best friend, and I love you," in a totally heterosexual way.
And then cut to Jay saying, "Yeah, right."
This is a good moment, though. This is a very great moment for Randal in this movie because it's like he's putting himself out there, which is so hard for someone like a Randal to do. So, am I right, Ming?
You are. So, this scene, quintessential Kevin Smith. I believe this is, in my heart of hearts, this is why he is a filmmaker, because he gets to write and then create and make scenes like this. If you know and love Kevin, he loves dialogue. He loves long dialogue and monologues and long scenes with dialogue. But hard-hitting dialogue and dialogue that has a lot of meaning. And this is if you were to tell me that the whole movie revolved around this scene, if you told me he wrote this scene first, I wouldn't doubt you. I don't know what order he wrote the movie in, but this is again 100% quintessential Kevin Smith. And then even deeper than that, if you look at Randal and Dante, that knowing these two gentlemen as long as I have, that's Brian Johnson and Kevin Smith having a conversation, and that's who you're really looking at. He's just channeling their presence and their aura through these two characters. So that being said, whether this is a love letter to Brian Johnson or it pretty much describes their lifelong relationship. So. Brian Johnson is Randal, as we all know him, and the guy who does just want to sit at a convenience store and make fun of people for the rest of his life and has no further ambition than that. And Kevin, the kind of indecisive guy. Those are the two guys you're looking at. So, I watched that scene. I don't really see Randal or Dante. I see Kevin Smith and Brian Johnson. Jay, I see as Jay though. So,
of course.
So that part doesn't change. But yeah. If you, I believe Kevin, his biggest advice to any aspiring filmmakers or writers is, write and film what you know, and this is it, 100%.
It's what's crazy? You get through this whole movie, and this has been a crazy movie, but you get to this serious moment at the end where it's like, oh, so that's the point of this. It's about friendship, it's about love, and it's about two men that Randal just doesn't want to be away from his best friend, and it's really what this whole movie has been about this entire time, which is crazy when you think about it.
And it took a donkey show for him to realize this.
So true.
Some people are more hard-headed than others, and even the great Kevin Smith, sometimes it takes a while to convince him of something.
Like being on this podcast.
Right. Yeah. So, the point is keep trying, because he may resist for a while, but he can't resist forever. Just like Dante can't resist his destiny, in my opinion. You can't resist it forever, as hard as he tries.
So we finally are out of the jail scene. That's where we end this. Finally.
Well, they couldn't keep us there for watching interspecies erotica.
No. We learned that earlier minutes. But we cut back to movies.
Yeah, touching scene, though. I mean, definitely the heart of the movie, for sure. 100%.
100%. And that is what we get into. We're almost at our close, people. We cut back to movies, drive through. And because I'm this person, I decided I wanted to try to run these license plates. And these are not real license plates. I don't want to know that to people, though. There's not a lot of other people in Movie by Minute do the same thing I'm doing. These are not real plates. So,
no, I believe I actually might have them around here somewhere. I thought we were going to auction them at one point. And, they may be they're in a manila envelope somewhere around the View Askew office.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, this one is 958ISP. And Becky's at the window. And this is where I'm going to actually go back to Ming. I'm a big fan of comic book men. I'm actually wearing my comic book men t-shirt as we're sitting here doing this show. And
all right,
bought it at the stash in August. And you actually did an episode with comic book men with the great Rosario Dawson. So why don't you tell everyone behind the scenes of that episode?
I did. Pretty awesome. As we got a lot of cool people in the store in our 7 seasons of Comic Book Men. Adam West, Stan Lee, Peter Mayhew, Billy D. Williams. But very rarely did we get an actress as stunning with such a great body of work as Rosario Dawson. So that was pretty cool. I love her in Clerks 2. I love her in a number of movies. I'm a really big fan of her in the Spike Lee movie of the 25th Hour. So very excited to meet her. And then by the time she came in, she was in pretty much all of the Marvel Netflix movies as well. As the night nurse, Claire. So it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool having her in. And if you did not see Comic Book Men, she comes in, checks out the store, and she wants to take a selfie with a prop from Clerks 2. And we just happened to have I had dressed up a mannequin with the original Becky outfit. So that consisted of brown corduroy pants, a green camisole, and the yellow Movies track jacket. And when I was dressing up the mannequin, it was a male mannequin. So when I dressed it up, it just didn't look quite right. I was like, something is missing here. And I realized that she needed some boobs. She needed some boobage. So I didn't have anything. I tried my hardest, but I think I used some discarded plastic T-shirt bags. And I think I used a couple Snookins knit hats that were laying around the store, and they were a little lumpy, but I thought I got the shape right. But she ended up calling me out on it on the show. But yeah, ultimately we got that photo with her, and it was she couldn't have been more cooler. So for anybody out there who is wondering if Rosario Dawson is cool as she appears in real life or in the movies and TV, she is even cooler. So it was a cool day and a huge honor to have her in, and I was really honored to meet her.
Yeah, I've been a huge fan of Rosario for a long, long time, and it's the fact that I've been joking around this whole run of this movie that I'm doing another side project, covering the movie Rent with my wife. So I'm covering.
Wow. Okay.
I'm doing 2 Rosario Dawson movies at the same time.
So you're a fan?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Duly noted, my friend.
And it's a big deal. It's actually my wife's been making fun of me over on No Days, but today when we were joking about it, she's like, "I know you," because we just did the whole Out Tonight sequence recently. Yeah. And she's like making fun of me because I'm just my notes are just like, Rosario looks hot here. She's amazing. Like, this is pretty much my notes for that entire sequence.
Let's be quite honest. If Mandy were recapping a wrestling match, that would be her notes for Dean Ambrose.
No, it's one of those things where Rosario is amazing. And I'm glad she's a good person. I know she actually, here's something I know we talked about this last season. I don't remember I talked about this season. Rosario actually liked one of my tweets last year because it was about being Ahsoka in Star Wars. Well, yes. In Star Wars. And I read an article saying, I want to be Ahsoka. And I'm like, she knows who Ahsoka is. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, I gave that match, man. That's, she's like a quadruple threat. She's a great actress. She can She can sing. She can dance. She writes comic. She's written a comic book.